comma 70,000, comma here will be adding a medium. Perfect. Comma, and at the end we're gonna add high, which is else condition. Perfect. So simply I have added this kind of a condition over here. Let me just check if we are following the correct steps over here. Cool. I'll just double verify over here. If condition, okay, salary is less than this, low. Okay, so low is this. Now you see this kind of an error I have observed over here. This double inverted comma we have missed to add over here. So let me just add that. Perfect. The moment I do, you can see this has been activated again. Perfect. Now it's been cleared and hit a enter button over here. Cool. You see this result. Now your medium looks weird right here because we have typed a very lower case. So we need a proper case here. Now you see medium is like this, low is like this, and this is high. Okay. Now who do you leaves more, low or high salary? We will prove it later. Okay. Now this is a satisfaction level we're gonna add over here. Okay, so this is again a optional, but if in case you want to add as a satisfaction level, you can add this as well, satisfaction level, like this. Okay, I will call this as a level, or let's say type full name. Okay, because it's a one-time activity, you don't have to do it later on again, so ensure that you will be typing a correct name full. Perfect. So here we're gonna add a satisfaction level. Okay, so satisfaction is lesser than equal to this comma, and then what is the value we're gonna showcase. So here, if it is true, then I will call this as a low. Okay, comma. Once again what we have discussed earlier, you just have to simply copy this and paste it over here. Okay, to avoid any kind of a confusion. And let's say is equal to 3. Suppose this is equal to 3, then give me a result of medium, comma. Here if it is not meeting to the low or maybe the medium, the result finally will be high. Okay, this is very simple and nested if I have utilized over here and hit a enter button over here. Perfect. So this is how I have got the satisfaction level here as well. Now so far we have added a this kind of a formulas. Okay, attrition flag, age group, okay, salary band, and satisfaction level, like this. It's time to add a KPIs. Okay, to add a inside the dashboard. Okay, so this is kind of a dashboard view for me. I'll call this as a dashboard, or maybe dashboard will use later. Okay, but for now I'm renaming this, call this as a dashboard. Okay, and here let's say this is equal to rows, and I'm gonna call this as a HR data and close this and hit a enter button. Okay, so this is a overall total employees for me. Okay, so I'll just say total employees. Cool. So once we add that, now I need a total attrition. Okay, so to do that, I will call this as a total attrition at the top, and let me add a total addition like this, some formula over here. And what is the table name? Table name is HR data. Okay, inside that what we have. Okay, so let me just add a this kind of a sign which help me to navigate inside the table. Okay, so this is this sign. Okay, this kind of a box over here, you can see it over here, and then we'll say this as a attrition flag, close it, and simply hit a enter button over here. So total attrition is 20 for me. Now the active employees, how many active employees we have? So to do that, let me add a active employees. So simply what I'm going to do, I'll just say this divide by your total employees in cell, which is this, and hit a enter button. 0.5. Okay, and let me just convert this into a percentage like this. Perfect. So this is how I have added this. Now the average age, let's go here and call this as a average age. Okay, right now I'm just adding this, and then later on I think in the visualization we can add a new sheet, and there we can create that visualization part. Okay, so let me just add this as an average age, and here we'll call this as an average. What is the data name, which is HR data? This is my table. Okay, and let's say this as an age. Perfect. So this is the age, and once it is closed, let's add a column like this. This is the overall details I got over here. Okay, sometimes your management need a 2 decimals. Okay, sometimes they need a 1 decimal, or sometimes they don't really need that. Okay, so simply just go at the top, decrease decimal, or maybe the increase decimal. Simply click here and you will get a result like that. Okay, now what we need a average job satisfaction. Okay, so to get that, let's say average job satisfaction. Perfect. So I have did this, and then let's say average this HR data. Okay, and here we need a job satisfaction. Cool. Close this and then enter. Okay, again you have to go at the top and decrease the decimal with 1. If in case, in your case, okay, attrition is 10, then total is 40. Okay, what is the attrition rate? It's a 25%. Okay, now quick analysis. What I'm going to do over here is, since this is a calculative kind of a sheet, so I'm going to add a pivot table using this kind of a data, and adding that particular pivot table here, because I have the all the calculation over here. Okay, and I'll call this as a calculation sheet instead of dashboard. Okay, dashboard we're gonna use here. So I'll just say dashboard. Let me rename this. Okay, this is a raw clean data. So just say clean data. It gives the overall glance what exactly it is and where are we. What we are going to do, we are going to add a pivot table. Let's say pivot table, and this existing worksheet, simply click here. Location is a calculation. So simply select this and hit a OK button over here. The moment you do, you will see this kind of a pivot table over here, right? Let's adjust this. Now I'm going to add a department in a rows like this. Okay, and the attrition flag, which is this in a this values section. You see this kind of a bifurcation we see. Okay, HR is 3, R&D is 8, sales are 9, like this. Okay, now you see which department has a highest attrition. This is your first real insight. We haven't been built a dashboard yet. Okay, now we have a structured Excel table, clean data, smart columns, KPI blocks, first pivot insights. Next, we will build a full HR dashboard inside the Excel using a charts, slicers, interactive elements. Okay, layout like a professional data analyst. So far you see we haven't saved this workbook yet. Okay, it's very important to save this data whenever you work on the this kind of a critical information specific to insights driven. Okay, because if it is lost, your work will not recover again. Okay, so that's what we are doing this analytics. Perfect. So I'll just save it. So here we are good with this HR, R&D and sales. Okay, so simply go at the top, insert, and then recommended chart. Here I can see these are the charts available. Okay, I'll just click on this option, and let's see what exactly the charts fit over here. Okay, so suppose I'll use this column, and then let me insert this kind of a chart over here, which is attrition flag for this particular chart. Perfect. This answers which department is losing people. I'll delete this and keep it here, paste it, okay, in the dashboard section. Again, I'll go here, I'll copy this first and paste it over here, okay, to get another view. Click on this pivot table analyze field list option. Okay, here we need a age group. This time I'll delete this, and we need this. Okay, and attrition flag as it is. So here I'm going to add a another chart. You can add a bar chart or maybe any other chart. It's completely your call. I'll just keep this as a clustered. Control X again, go here